Hi and welcome. Hi and welcome. How wonderful that you have decided to learn Norwegian and to see that you have joined this free online mini course of Norwegian for absolute beginners. This free mini course starts from scratch and suits those of you who know absolutely no Norwegian. We'll use English a lot in order to get you started, but our goal is to make you able to have a small and simple conversation in Norwegian, på norsk, by the end of this course. And should you choose to continue to follow my larger online courses after this one, all the lessons will be in 100% Norwegian pretty soon. I'll tell you more about that in the fourth and last lesson. In this course, you'll learn how to greet someone and say your name, where you come from, and where you live. You'll learn how to say what languages you speak and what nationality you are. You'll also be able to ask others about the same. That means we'll cover some aspects in the grammar, like, for example, verbs in the present tense, the personal pronouns, some question words, some nouns for countries, some adjectives for languages and nationalities. Now, you won't see me a lot in this course, but you will hear me. I'll try to explain in a professional but easy way some of the basics of the Norwegian language. As a teacher, I have extensive experience in the language education sector. I taught high school from 7th grade to 12th grade. I've taught senior Norwegians trying to learn English and adult immigrants trying to learn Norwegian. But also, I am an experienced language learner. I speak English and Spanish in addition to Norwegian. And that means that I understand some of the frustrations and difficulties in trying to learn a new language, both from a professional and a personal point of view. I started learning Spanish after I turned 30, and it's almost impossible. English, younger in elementary school, because that's what we do in Norway. But still, it's difficult, if not impossible, to be able to sound like a native speaker. But that's not our goal. At least it's not my goal for myself, and it's not your goal, hopefully. The most important thing is to be able to say what you want to say. So let's start. I do recommend that you download the PDF site that I uploaded for you. One of them is this presentation, and that's where you'll find the exercises. I've also uploaded an ordliste, or vocabulary, so that you can look up the words you don't understand yet, and a facet, the key to the exercises. But don't look at that one just yet. And I've also uploaded the text that we'll be working on in these four lessons as a separate file. Now, I truly believe that the most important thing in learning a new language is to speak it and use it. Use it as much as you can. Yet when you start from scratch, it may be useful, in the beginning at least, to have some instructions and explanations in a language you understand. Therefore, during these four lessons, most of the instructions and explanations will be given in English, alongside some Norwegian. As you can see, the letter O is equivalent to the English to. This is how you'll find the word in the dictionary. Now, to make the present tense, the now, all you have to do is add an R at the end of the word. Simple, isn't it? And you don't have to worry about person. It doesn't matter if it's I or you or he or she or it who's doing the thing. You always add an R. Now, there are some exceptions in Norwegians as well, but we needn't worry about them for now. Note that we normally use jeg heter, I am called, instead of mitt navn er, my name is. Now, let's have a look at some examples. And I suggest you use the repeat button or the pause button and repeat after me. Hei, jeg heter Tanja Dromnes. Jeg kommer fra Norge. Jeg snakker norsk og engelsk. God dag, Jeg heter Maria José Fernandez. Jeg kommer fra Spania, men jeg bor i Norge. Jeg snakker norsk og spansk. Hallo, jeg heter Aleksij Borowski. Jeg kommer fra Polen. Jeg snakker polsk og norsk. Hei, jeg heter Ahava Adiba. Jeg kommer fra Somalia. Jeg snakker somali og norsk. Now, it's your turn. Have you downloaded the documents I asked you to download in the beginning of the session? The lesson that we're working on, the faucet, the key to the exercises, and the text. Don't have a look at them just yet. Download the presentation first and try to do the exercises. It's time for you to introduce yourself. Answer the questions. Now, this wasn't so difficult, was it? Dette var vel ikke så vanskelig. Now you learned about verbs in the present tense, to greet, to tell your name and where you come from. And in the next lesson, we'll learn about the personal pronouns. We'll repeat the verbs in the present tense, and we'll repeat telling your name and where you come from. See you in the next lesson. Vi ses i neste time. Ha det bra!